Does it matter? I mean, we're in a bear market. So, the people who are still here are most likely crypto OGs. They most likely know what they're doing. If this was a bull market and we had lots of people new to the space, then I'd be tempted to be more worried about this, or to be sort of more active in trying to warn people of it. But I kind of feel that anyone who's around now in crypto, they know what they're doing with a meme coin, don't they? They know that there's a good chance they'll lose their shirt, but they don't care.
Hey guys, welcome back to Library of Wealth. Today we have Guy from Coin Bureau and Gareth Soloway sharing their perspectives on the recent rally in Bitcoin, the instability of the banking system, and the potential impact of regulatory frameworks on the crypto market. Guy expresses bearish sentiments about the crypto industry, particularly in the US market, due to regulatory actions against stablecoin issuers and macroeconomic factors like high rates. In contrast, Gareth Soloway views Bitcoin's recent rally as gaining more credibility from the banking and fiat systems due to the instability of the traditional financial system. He believes that stablecoins need to earn 100% trust from the public to survive, and that regulatory clarity is necessary before he begins to invest heavily into crypto. Let's get right into the video with Guy from Coin Bureau and Gareth Soloway as they give their market outlook for the next few weeks. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content we do here. Let's get right into the video.
They've probably been, before they were members of the Pepe community, they were members of the Doge community, they'll be members of whatever community comes after. So, hey, perhaps just let them get on with it, I guess. They seem to assume they know what they're doing. Well, whenever anyone talks about the 21 million limit on Bitcoin, it's always like, if you knew how much Bitcoin was sitting on wallets that either at the bottom of landfills, or Satoshi's original wallet, or I think in so many cases, Ben, instances like that, people who've got it sitting there, it's like, I lost the keys. I don't know. Yeah, it's a lot. It's going to be a lot less than 21 million when the final reckoning comes in. Just to add to that, I wish I'd learned that lesson quicker. Of if you're curious about something, if you want to know about something, then you have to get into it. This idea. This is why it's always kind of galling when the likes of Charlie Munger or Warren Buffett kick off about Bitcoin. It's like, they don't own any. So, the only way you can truly understand something is to own it. So I wish I'd taken the plunge on that a bit sooner, obviously. I remember buying some ETH back when it was $200. And
Nice.
I remember at the time when I bought it, I just knew it was going to go up, and something held me back. I could have bought more and I didn't. And I look back on that and think, why did I not just trust my instincts? Something just, it was a strange feeling. And you have to be philosophical about it, don't you? Like both of you guys are. You have to go, well, there was a lesson in there somewhere, and so long as I've learned it, then that's the important thing. And the other L that comes to mind is obviously Terra and UST. Just that still gnaws at me, because we should have seen that. And I think we got kind of carried away with that, and but like I say, we live, we learn.
Generally, considering my outlook for the market, I'm favoring the downside eventually, but you can still trade the levels. And that's the beauty of it, folks. Remember, you should never be an absolute bull or bear. You need to be a trader. All right, people fall in love with a narrative, and that's not okay. All right, yes, net on my macro, I'm still seeing downside in Bitcoin, potential for 12, 13,000, potential for 9,000. That's part of this bigger bear cycle that we're in. However, all right, I have gone long and short Bitcoin 100 times in between the bull market top and where we currently are. Long and short. In fact, more trades on the long side. Because again, a good trader, you're neither biased to one side or the other. You trade the freaking levels. If we look at the Bitcoin chart very clearly here, you're in a range, 30,500, which, by the way, I told you guys for the last month, for the last 2 months, we could get up there. That's your max upside in the near term. That's exactly where we got to over here. We pulled back to the low support of 27,000. We went up. Now we're hovering here. Which way breaks? That's what I'm watching. As a technician, it's which line breaks. Do we break to the downside? Do we break to the upside? Whichever way we break, that's the way we're going to continue in the near term. A break of 27,000 sends us to 25,000. All right, a break of 30,500. There's this upsloping trend line right here. We would go attack that probably around 32 to 33,000. All right, I'm still favoring the downside. I still think this is a bear market rally. If we look at 2018-19, you had multiple 100% rallies off the lows of 3,500, even as much as a 200% rally, and ultimately we still went down and retested 3,500. So I'm not buying it yet. I know the masses would disagree with me. That's okay. That's been my life story with making big calls. The masses disagree. We obviously know the outcome of those. That's how you make 100 times more than these hodlers that go long and just forget about it. Yeah, sure, they'll wake up with a nice chunk of change. I will have 10, 100 times more than that by the time I get to that same point by trading the levels. All right, that's just the facts. The charts show it. The returns show it. The U.S. government is not allowing it to be made public. The U.S. government is not giving any clarity on regulation to Coinbase. That's why Coinbase is suing the SEC and threatening to leave the country. Why is the government doing this? The answer is this. The government is doing it for the same reason China did it. All right, now you might be saying, what the heck, China? China's doing the same thing? And the answer is this. Remember back when China basically banned Bitcoin? Why did they do that? Because they were launching their CBDC, the digital yuan. They wanted the digital yuan to get a foothold in transactions and be the king, be the top player in the CBDC, in the digital currency realm. Now that the digital yuan is being used, they're now opening the doors to Bitcoin again. China's smart, all right? Whether you agree with them or not, they're smart. They understood that they had to make sure that the CBDC, the digital yuan, had the foothold. The US government is essentially taking almost the same play structure and essentially saying, okay, we're not going to ban Bitcoin, but we're going to keep things so fuzzy in crypto until we launch our CBDC, so that our CBDC will be used by big institutions and ultimately be used by the masses over a lot of these other digital currencies. Once we get the CBDC to be launched, I guarantee you that within a week, a month, you will have regulation on crypto unveiled, the Ripple decision will come out, all that stuff. If the Fed is pausing, are they going to drop rates? The answer is no. Inflation is too sky high, and you're ultimately going to look for the markets to reverse. And I have it priced in that we see a 20% drop in the S&P, guys, by year end from here. 20% downside on the S&P. I'm a trader. I'm going to be long and short many times over, but net, my bias, there's no doubt, is to the short side of the S&P and the NASDAQ.
Soloway says that the recent price increase was specific to trusted cryptocurrencies and believes there may be a major breakdown or breakout in the next few weeks. He mentions the importance of not giving in to fear and panic selling, seeing potential long positions in the banking and oil sectors, which have experienced recent drops. He also advises being careful with investing in crypto due to the potential for panic selling during a stock market sell-off, as well as the uncertainty of regulatory frameworks. What do you think about Guy from Coin Bureau and Gareth Soloway's market prediction for the coming weeks? Comment down below. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Library of Wealth. We'll see you in the next video.